guys, so today I'm filming the no makeup look, which is the look I'm sporting right now. It's a very different look to what I'm used to wearing. I love to wear like glitter and like a lot of dark colors on my eyes and bright lips, dark lips. I go really intense with my makeup. So it's nice to try something a little bit more natural and something I don't wear on a day-to-day basis, which I do wear neutral colors on a day-to-day basis, but I don't wear as many matte eyeshadows. I don't skip eyeliner, which is what I did today. And, you know, just the natural of the naturals. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me feedback down below if you do like it and what you would like to see in the future. You can definitely substitute products for this. Go lighter or darker with the lip color or with your blush color, with your contour. It's totally up to you what you think looks natural, what looks good on you. So this is just what I came up with today. It's kind of a mixture of high-end and low-end products. There is a lot of high-end now that I look at it, so I apologize for that. But they are products that do work for me and colors that are worth the investment. So like a lot of my eyeshadows are MAC, but that's because it is hard to find matte colors that have good long lasting power on your eyes and are pigmented enough, you know, good quality. So that's why I went with my MAC eyeshadows, so you'll be seeing a lot of those in this video. I will see you guys in 1 minute. Oh, by the way, I also did this video as like a talking through video because I thought that would be a lot more, you know, I haven't done that in a while. That's why. I just decided, hey, let's talk through this video instead of voicing it over or inserting little annotations. So, yeah, it's gonna be a long one. Let's get into it. So I'm just gonna clip up my hair with this little small claw clip just so I can get my hair out of my face while I do my makeup so the foundation doesn't get in my hair and whatnot. So I'm starting off with the Porefessional, it's like a mini size, face primer, and this is to minimize the appearance of your pores if you've got large ones. I don't see a huge dramatic difference of minimizing pores, but that's just on myself. So I just put like a piece-sized amount in my hands and kind of pat it and rub it into my skin. You want to get in all the crevices where, like, you know, you have dry spots and stuff because you don't want your foundation attaching to that one spot more. It won't look pretty. Next I'm moving on to put on my the Balm Put a Lid on It eye primer, and this is just the average eye primer. I like to put this on when I'm applying my primer to my face because I kind of like to get all the priming out of the way so I can start on like eye makeup and have all the priming stuff set in while I'm doing that. So taking it all the way to the brow bone and underneath the eyes if you like to drag eyeshadow down there, which I don't normally, but we're going to put concealer there after. Next, I'm going to start with putting my Painterly Paint Pot by MAC on my eyelid. This is just a nude, plain colored, no shimmer eye base. I like to put this if I'm putting matte eyeshadows on for the day, so what I'm exactly doing today. And bear with me if I keep looking in the viewfinder. I'm kind of using that as my mirror. My second mirror is beside me, but the viewfinder is closer. So I'd like to take it on my finger. You can put it on a brush if you want. And I like to bring it all the way up to the brow bone so it's all blended and the color is evenly distributed. I put in some earrings because I realized my ears just feel so bare without them, so that's why I put them on. Also, I forgot to mention that I usually moisturize my lips at the beginning of the makeup process in the morning, so that can like sink into my lips and hydrate them while I'm doing my makeup, so then by the time I put a lip liner or a lipstick on, lip stain at the end, they're not dry as heck from not putting anything on. So this is just the EOS one. It's the orange flavor, I think. It came in like a holiday pack of 2 other ones, so this is the one I like to wear a lot because it smells like oranges, and I love oranges. Okay, so moving on to the actual eyeshadows, which I like to do first as opposed to skin, like foundation and stuff, because I find that if I fall out and stuff, I can clean that up without wiping off all my makeup underneath. I'm using a few MAC shadows that I keep in my Z palette here. They're super neutral, everyday colors that go with any outfit and any look, like lipstick. These are the eyeshadows that come to mind when I think of a no makeup look. So the first one I'm using is a well-loved eyeshadow, and it's Blanc type by MAC. You can't really see that, that there's like a deep crevice in it because I use it a lot. It's definitely one of my favorites. So I just use a Royal & Langnickel medium eye shader brush, which is just like a flat shader brush, and it's actually a little dirty from yesterday because my sister used this eyeshadow. So I just tap that into there. It's pretty, not a super pigmented color, but pigmented enough that it will come up on your eyes. So I just like to pat that all over the lid. So after doing that, I know it looks a little bit crazy, just like the white cream color on your eyes, but you're going to use some definition with another eyeshadow, which I'm going to go in with Cork, which is just this like medium brown, not really even a medium brown, it's like a really light soft brown, and you can build it up, it's totally up to you. There's also other similar colors you can use, like soft brown, which is a little bit more of an orangey undertone, it's like warmer, but it doesn't show up orange on your lid obviously. And then there's one called Kid, which is more of like a cool tone gray neutral shadow. So it's totally up to you what works with your skin tone, what you prefer on yourself. I just prefer not soft brown, I prefer Cork because it's a little more pigmented. So I take that with a 217 brush by MAC and I just apply that to the crease. And then I bring it into the middle here. I don't usually go towards the inner corner. Oh. So it looks super harsh on camera, but it does not look like that in real life. And now going in with a Royal Langnickel Super Eye Fluff Brush. It's just like a big fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm going in with the same color I used all over the lid, which is Blanc type by MAC, and tapping that on the brush, and then, oh, my brush is kind of messed up. And I just tap that on the brow bone, so I give it a little bit of highlight and definition, brighten up closer to the brow. And then I usually like to clean up with some makeup remover or something because there's like a little brown underneath, which I'm not a fan of. I don't really like to drag my eyeshadow underneath. Again, it's personal preference, totally up to you. So I'm just going to take a Q-tip with some makeup remover and clean up that excess brown stuff all under the eyes. So if you really wanted to do the no makeup look, you can skip the eyeliner altogether, which I think I'm actually going to try doing today. I usually don't skip eyeliner. Eyeliner is like my holy grail product, especially liquid liner. So we'll skip the eyeliner for today. I usually like to use a liquid, but maybe for a little bit of a softer look, you can smudge like a darker brown eyeshadow on your top lash line. Again, it's totally up to you. I'm going to skip the eyeliner altogether and go right to mascara. So I like to still curl my eyelashes, if I can find my eyelash curler. It's just a Shuamora eyelash curler. You can get it at Sephora or at some department stores. So I like to curl them. And if you already have like super pigmented, dark, long, luscious lashes, you don't even really need to put mascara on, but I kind of feel incomplete without it. Like, kind of looks like I have some on now, but I don't. So I'm going to put my N.Y.C high definition separating mascara. I've had this for a little while. I like it, so we're going to use that. And again, you can put as many coats on as you'd like, as many as it looks like you're not wearing any makeup, but you really are. I'm going to put a couple coats just because I don't like my eyelashes to be super bare. I just feel like naked without mascara and eyeliner. Okay, so now that we're done with the eye makeup, you can see it's really simplistic and not a lot going on. We are going to move on to the face makeup. So, for face makeup, I'm still going to use my general stuff, my everyday stuff that I use for my makeup. Just tone it down, don't put as much coverage. Well, I still like to wear coverage foundation, but I mean like you don't have to put the highlighter and sparkly blushes. You can do like a matte look, maybe a little bronzer to make you not look so dull. So I'm starting off with my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla, which I'm running out, sadly, because I love this concealer to death. So I like to start out with putting it on the blemishes and any active pimples you have. Don't put this applicator directly on because it's like the bacteria gets into this and then it infects the bottle and you're putting it all over your face. It just screams more breakouts. So yeah, I have like a few up here. And around the nose. Just go crazy with your concealer. And then I like to kind of make a triangle shape underneath the eyes This is going to be a very messy triangle because I don't have a lot left of this product. Okay, so now that you look like a crazy person, you're going to go in with your finger to blend it, or what I like to use is a pointed foundation brush, and this one's from Quo Cosmetics. It's a precision foundation brush. You can only buy this at the drugstores at Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. You might be able to buy it online, so just do your research. The brand is QUO, and it's the same brand that like MAC's associated with, so they make really good quality brushes. So I just like to pat that in with this brush. It's really good for like underneath your eyes because it's pointed, so you can really get in there. So now that you have all your concealer blended in, it's time to go in with the foundation. So the one I've been using for like the past year, and I literally haven't run out, is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. Looks like this. It isn't cheap. It is from Sephora. I'm in the shade 1N.Y Ivory Nude because I'm super pale. And the only thing I don't like about this is there's no pump. I did buy a pump from MAC Cosmetics, and it stopped working on me, so I had to get my money back on that. So I've just been using the old-fashioned method, which is just pour it onto your hand, and I just poured a huge amount. I really don't need that much. So I like to apply this with my finger, usually my ring finger, because it's like the most delicate on the skin. And I just like to dot it all over my face. Also, sometimes I like to put the concealer on after I put on foundation. It really just depends what I'm feeling that day. I don't really know what the proper order is, if there even is one, but today I put the concealer on first. So to blend my foundation, I'm using my Real Techniques by Samantha and Nick Chapman buffing brush. This is my favorite foundation brush at the moment. You guys all know I like to use this and my beauty blender, so this is what I'm using today. So I usually just like to stipple it in, and then I usually like to do a rubbing, like in circular motions, to get a more like flawless looking result. If you feel like your skin looks really flat right now and you want to maybe like spray it down with some MAC Fix Plus just to give it a little bit more dewiness, definition, you can totally do that. I'm going to skip that step just because I'm almost done the makeup look and I'm going to set it at the end anyway. So that's the foundation. I don't know, it's just foundation. It just makes everything look clear and flawless. So next I'm going to move on to some bronzer. I'm just going to do a little bit though, because even though it's a no makeup look, you can totally add in a bronzer and give it a little bit more definition, add that natural sculpt to your face, or you can skip the step altogether. It depends what brush you also use for this. I am going to use a little bit more of a harsher type brush. This is the Royal Langnickel complexion brush. So this is like a very, what's it called? Like the bristles are very fine and compressed and dense together. So I'm just going to tap it into my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and then suck in, you know the drill, and contour a bit. So now that I have the bronzer, it looks kind of harsh right here. So I like to take my foundation brush I used, or like a fluffy brush. This is the Royal Langnickel Pointed Dome Powder. So you can kind of just brush that out a bit. Or this I feel like doesn't really work too well to blend a bronzing contour line. So I just take the foundation brush, kind of blend that in a bit. So then I love to go in with some blush because I want that healthy glow to my cheeks. So I like to take the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Expose, just this mauvey pink everyday color. And I go in with a Real Techniques by Samantha Nick Chapman blush brush. And it's a little dirty from yesterday because I used this product yesterday. So just on the apples and then blending it up. Like I said, you can totally skip the highlighting on the cheeks step just because that looks a little too unnatural for me. So I'm going to skip that. You can go with a more dewy blush if you'd like instead, if you want to keep that dewiness to your skin. The next thing I want to do is fill in my eyebrows just a little bit, not super harsh, just because this looks like a mess right now. I usually like to use my Anastasia Brow Wiz, which is just the eyebrow pencil, but that can be a little bit harsh, so I feel like powder is the way to go in this scenario. So this is just the Anastasia powder in medium brown, and it is well loved. So I'm just going to use a spoolie from my Brow Wiz just to kind of comb them out. And then I'm just going to fill them in a little bit to actually give me some brows because these don't look that nice. And to finish off the look, you definitely want to put something on your lips, like a color that's my lip color but better, that every YouTuber describes their lips as. I'm going to use my Subculture lip liner from MAC, and then I'm going to use a L'Oreal lipstick. So to give myself a little bit more shine and gloss, because this looks a little flat for me, I'm going to go in with a Dior lip gloss in, it's an Ultra Glow Gloss in 247, and I'm just going to apply that on my lips to give a little more to the look. So that is the final and complete look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's very simple, wearable, something that you can totally pull off, anyone can. It's a really natural looking look, and even though it is called a no makeup look, you can tell you're wearing makeup, but the whole point is it looks way more natural and effortless, and it just looks naturally pretty, you know what I mean, without all the caked on products and shimmering, glittering eyeshadow, which we all love. So it's like a nice break from all that, and I don't know, I like it. I think it's different and definitely something fun to play around with. So you can totally substitute any of these products for anything you would like in your makeup collection. You can do a little bit of a brighter pink lip, you can do a more nude lip, it's totally up to you. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!